What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Trail Run, your exclusive access to our community here in Timnath, Colorado, Trailside and Harmony. My name is Amal. I am the sales counselor. We are in our sales office, our single family sales office right now. And today I want to talk to you about what is a pre-construction meeting. So in our process, the pre-construction meeting happens if you're building a new home. It happens after you've made all of your selections, and typically it starts, the meeting happens before we break ground, typically right around breaking ground. So it is basically the start of the build. And there's so many different moving parts and pieces in bringing a home together. So it is very, very helpful and very informative to do this pre-construction meeting. So the very first part of that pre-construction meeting is we go over what's called the SOLS report and plot plan. So I actually have a sample plot plan here. I don't know if you can see that. So really what the plot plan is outlines the structure of the home on the lot and the different easements and measurements associated with where that home is, and the measurements around the lot, the different easements. So this is very, very important. We spent a good amount of time going over this plot plan. Depending on the size of your lot, the size of your home, this can vary depending on, just what you're buying. So really some of the important features of the plot plan, and you guys can zoom in there. If you do have any questions, feel free to reach out. We'd be more than happy to go over this with you. So it has a lot of dimensions on here, kind of showing you the distances from the property line to the actual structure of the home. So in our building process, we like to outline exactly where those easements are. And what is an easement? So an easement is essentially space on your property where a local government or local utility can have access to the home for safety reasons, essentially. So really there's two main easements. There's going to be a water easement, so that's water and sewer, and then there's like an electrical easement where the electrical line is going to come in. So we discussed those. We typically recommend not planting anything or putting a physical structure within those easements, because if there is an emergency or a local utility has to, for whatever reason, go in to repair something that's going on, they will just remove that structure and they are not required to replace it. So keep those easements in mind. Another really cool thing about the plot plan that we like to point out is the drainage on the plan. So drainage is very, very important, especially when you're building a home. You want all the water to flow away from the home, and the way the home is oriented on the lot and how the dirt is going to be essentially turned over to you on the lot is very important to maintain. Here at Wonderland, we have a 1, 2, and 10-year home warranty. And part of that 10-year warranty is a structural warranty, and that warrants the foundation wall. So keeping in line with maintaining those drainage numbers. If for whatever reason there's an issue with your foundation where it's found that water is coming back towards your foundation because the grade was changed or altered in any way, that could void your warranty in our process. So we spent a lot of time talking about the grade, the drainage, maintaining that to ensure that you have a properly functioning home and your warranty can stay intact. So at this point, one of the big questions is, how big is my yard? When's the home gonna be done? Is this where my front door is gonna be? How's it oriented? So we go through a lot of that with the plot plan.